Hello everyone, I'm Alibis, and W here. Murder this game over to Blackinton Curse for a PC. So it looks like this game already came out on GOG Games, and for Steam it's only coming out on February. I didn't knew that. I only found out today about it. I don't know why it came out first on GOG. I don't think the other games came out first on GOG. At least I never saw that. But I played all the others on Steam, but I found out this one already came out on GOG, so I decided why not play it already instead of waiting until February to play it, because I like the franchise of Murder is Game Over, so let us play. By the way, the game is developed and published by either Yarn Games. It's always the same. Okay. Introduction. A small town in the Berkshires, an isolated mountainous region of rural western Massachusetts, with a rich history of art and culture. Present day. There's some birds. Alright, now we're all here. I'm gonna close my eyes and start counting to 100 soon. Why do we always have to start our game of hide and seek in the cemetery? It's spooky. Yeah, that's the whole point. Hey, what are all those people doing here? This place is usually quiet. There must be a funeral going on. Didn't you hear? Old Miss Blackinton passed away last week. Who? You know, the creepy old lady who played the organ in church. Creepy old Miss Blackinton. Why do you say she's creepy? Well, the rumor is that 40 years ago, after her husband died, old Miss Blackinton went batty. She sent her older son, Trevor, away to a fancy boarding school. She kept her younger son, Kate, trapped at home on the property until the day he turned 18. Is that true? Why would somebody treat their kids like that? It's simple. She knew she would fall victim to the family curse, just like Saul and all the other Blackintons. If your last name is Blackinton, your family's gotta have a curse on it. Shame on you, Simon. That's nonsense. I used to talk to Miss Blackinton in church all the time, and she was a perfectly sweet old lady. Hey, it looks like the funeral is about to start. We should keep our voice down so they don't hear us. Dearly beloved, we are here today to mourn the loss of Meredith Blackinton, a pious member of our small community. Most of you will remember Meredith Blackinton as our church organist. She remained modest even as a renowned music, became exposed to the madness in popular video games all over the world, but she was also a loving and devoted mother to her two sons. The elder, Trevor, who went on to become a technical director with Activision Publishing. He doesn't even need the Blackinton Trust for a important job like that. And the younger Kate, a talented actor, make his way through the trench of Hollywood. Hello? Trevor, have you had time to think over my financial offer yet? Who is this? Tony Carson, the wind farm builder we spoke earlier. You got a lot of nerve calling me like this. My mother's body isn't even in the ground yet. Excuse me, Trevor, I thought it would be best if we could talk as soon as possible. Don't call me again, I'm leaving my brother alone too. Trevor, who called? Never mind, excuse me everyone. Father Francis, please continue with the ceremony. Look, on top of the cliff! No, it can't be. Trevor and Kate Blackinton, as my last remaining descendants, you both will soon perish here on my estate. Then the family curse shall finally be lifted. He vanished. He must have disappeared into the woods. What did I tell you guys? Did you take a good look at that ghost? It didn't look like Saul Blackinton's ghost to me. It's just some guy in a mask trying to scare people. In a way, that's even scarier. Okay. Dun 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 dun. The investigation. Late afternoon the next day. Ah yes, Dudley. Welcome, detective guy. Nice of you to finally show up. You and your dog Cleo are late. This place was hard to find, it's out in the middle of nowhere, and there was a road detour because of the flood. Did you get my phone call, sir? Never mind. Very well then, in your absence I've gone ahead and solved the case entirely myself. There's nothing else to be done. You solved the case already? Are you sure, Detective Dudley? Yes, of course, there's no doubt about it. We have captured the culprit and we are just about to take the guilty back party down to the station. I hope Detective Dudley knows what he's doing. You can't be the hero all the time, you know. Anyway, I'm ready to close the book on this as double homicide. Wait, did you just say double homicide? As in, they are two murder victims? Two murders. Since you came all the way out here, the least I can do is explain to you exactly how it happened. What would you like to know first? Let me only see controls first. You can access the hint function. It doesn't even say how to change to the dock, to Cleo. I got everything under control. Who am I? You are building quite a reputation, detective guy, even showing me up on at least one occasion. But it's Cleo, your clue-sniffing dog. Who is the real talent? I'll say you are just a Dr. Watson to her Sherlock Holmes. We have arrived, albeit an hour late, here in the West Adams, Massachusetts. West Adams is a small Rust Belt city nestled in the Berkshire Hills near the New York border. This town used to be a real industrial hub in the 19th century thanks to the exploits of the Blackinton mine. We are standing on the Blackinton family estate ground, home of the heirs of the industrialist Saul Blackinton's family fortune. Yesterday there was a funeral nearby that drew out people who knew the Blackintons, Meredith Blackinton's funeral. You'll find the body of Trevor Blackinton not far from here. He was murdered. First Meredith Blackinton and now her elder son. Meredith Blackinton raised the Blackinton boys here with the remains of the family fortune and then found her own success as a prolific organist and music composer later in life. The elder son, Trevor, was a well-to-do video game programmer who lived in New York City. I'm not gonna always read the last name Blackinton, because now, if not, I always will, you know, because it's so hard to pronounce. I found the murder yapper not far from Trevor's body. It looks like an antique wooden cane. The murder must have bludgeoned him to death with it. Did you find any fingerprints? No, the rain we had earlier must have washed any prints away. As for Meredith Blackinton death, we still haven't had time to search inside the mansion where her body was found yet. No one suspects foul play until... Anyway, we got the killer on the hook for Trevor murder. I haven't tried to speak to Coroner yet. You'll find her just outside the entrance to the Blackinton mansion up the hill. It's simple, detective. Kate Blackinton, the younger son, killed his mother and then did away with his older brother next. Kate even openly admits that the cane near the body is his possession. His career as an actor has struggled and this way he stands to inherit the Blackinton family fortune. Kate was apprehended near the crime scene a few hours after his brother's death. Officer Bailey is with Kate as we speak. The younger Blackinton being cooperative, I'll give him that. I suppose you are welcome to chat with him yourself if you wish. I want to close this case quickly before the press shows up. As I told you, you can go home now if you excuse me. There's one last thing that's got me quite puzzled though. What's that, Detective Dudley? We already got a multiple report from local people insisting that some kind of ghost appeared at the funeral. Yesterday, I don't believe it. Go ahead and take a walk around the state grounds. If you find anything that disputes my finding, then you can bring it to my attention here. Come on, Cleo, let's take a look around and see what we can discover with this case. Okay, let me only lower then a little bit here the volumes. Okay, S is to switch to Cleo. I know because I played all of them, so I remember how it works. These pebbles, is this gold? These are natural. Yeah, what's this cold heart doing just lying in the field out in the open? Somebody must have brought this here. Does this mean that someone was walking around the Blackinton family property? This looks like some kind of antique walkie stick. What's this doing here? The wood is polished, it's heavier than it looks. We should talk to the coroner and learn more about Trevor, like the cause of death. It's the body of the murder victim, Trevor Blackinton. Why was he out on state grounds last night? What was he doing here? Who was he with? I don't see any signs of struggle. He wasn't running away to escape. That means Trevor knew his killer. Looks like we got ourselves another murder to solve, Cleo. There's something in here. This is an airline ticket. This boarding pass belongs to Kate. He flew into Albany from LAX on the morning of his mother's funeral. I don't know if you can already search for the dog treats or not. That's the problem. I don't know if the dog treats appear already or not. At least I don't see it. I look at suspect and we'll be out here soon. Us, local police, have been all over the Blackinton family state grounds already, but we haven't found any clues. However, your clue sniffing dog might be able to find something we missed. You should explore with Cleo as the party leader. This way you'll see clues appearing on the map. Go interact with one and you'll discover something about the case. Clues won't appear if Guy is party leader though, so make sure you take advantage of Cleo's fantastic detection skills. Yep. You must be that special detective with the dog that they brought in. I'm glad you are here. I played a criminal in a video game before, but I never expect to be treated like one. Yes, I'm Kate Blackinton, sir. My mom and my big brother are now dead. Do the police really think I'm mixed up in this? They are saying I killed both of them, but there is no way I could have done it. You gotta help me. How do I convince that the other detectives this isn't what it looks like? You could say I'm estranged, I guess. I hadn't seen either my mom or my older brother in many years, not until the funeral, anyway. I grew up here, spent my whole childhood on this estate. After my dad died here when I was a boy, mom got protected. She sent Trevor away to boarding school and kept a close watch on me. I can say my childhood was an easy one. Even with the money we had, I wasn't an easy kid to raise. Nothing's come easy for me, really. Trevor had the brains of the family with his computer engineering genius. I'm just a humble actor who plays an occasional bit part. After seeing that thing at the funeral, yes, I was a wreck with anxiety. I saw a bottle of my mother's sleeping medication. I finished what little was left on the bottle to help me relax, shut my eyes and drifted off to sleep. Then the cops woke me up and questioned me about Trevor's death. Yes, the cane is a family heirloom that was left to me. But I'm certainly no killer. I love my family. I was still in Los Angeles for an audition when I heard about my mom's heart attack. I just wish there was a way I could prove it. The ticket, right? The cops won't believe me. It sounds ridiculous at the funeral. On the cliff top in back of the cemetery, the ghost of our great-grandfather, Saul Blackinton, appeared and issued a warning. The figure told my brother and I that we will be the next to die from the family curse, just like what happened to mom. If you can find someone else who was at my mom's funeral, they may be able to tell you more, Detective Dudley won't listen. But I'm hoping you can look into it. I don't think the ghost we saw was real. To me it looks like somebody in a mask. If the police can find whoever it was that tried to scare us, then you might get your answer. Curse or no curse, my brother and my mom are now dead. Supposedly I'm next. I know the police won't let me fly back to Los Angeles for the production until this is resolved. I can't say that I'll mind being in custody as long as the police could protect me from supernatural ghosts or from masked human killers. True. I hope you and your dog can get me off the hook. I'm so glad you and Caleb made it. Detective Dum is ready to close the books, but I'm not so sure. Oh, I see you already found Trevor Blackinton's body. Good work. Trevor Blackinton was impaled by something sharp, a knife, a sword, some other kind of weapon capable of piercing the flesh. No, something made of polished wood won't produce that result. He wasn't bludgeoned to death. Then Detective Dudley theory is wrong. The antique cane we found isn't the murder weapon. Trevor Blackinton was killed yesterday in the evening. It's almost sunset now. Trevor Blackinton was an undeniable murderer. This definitely wasn't self-inflicted, an accident, or some wild animal attack. Last week, Meredith Blackinton also died of heart failure. I'm afraid there is nothing more we can learn from exhuming her body after this much time has passed. It looks like the tactile idea that Kate Blackinton committed a double homicide is wrong. The airline ticket is proof that Kate Blackinton wasn't anywhere near West Adams when his mother died. Detective Dudley is about to make an arrest. I'm not convinced that his conclusions are correct, but it's up to you and Cleo to find the evidence to prove it. So you're saying you found something I missed, Detective? I'm afraid there's still more work to be done in this case, Detective Dudley. It's simple. Kate Blackinton used that heavy wooden antique cane to fatally club Trevor Blackinton. When I spoke to the coroner, I found that it's not consistent with the cause of death. Then how did he die? Impaled. Trevor Blackinton wasn't bludgeoned to death with a big piece of wood. He was impaled by a sharp object. He was stabbed. I see. So then we haven't yet discovered the real murder happened. Alright, so maybe I'm wrong about Trevor Blackinton murder we happened, but that doesn't see proof that Kate Blackinton killed his mother without it. From the evidence I found, you got that one wrong too. What evidence? I found something on the state ground which proves that Kate wasn't even in town last week. That is the ticket. The date on this ticket proves that he was still at Los Angeles airport last week on the day Meredith Blackinton was killed, so he couldn't have done it. Yes, well, never mind about that. There's still nothing that proves that somebody else was here on the state grounds, besides Kate Blackinton and the victims, of course. Kate Blackinton still got to be the killer by default. I now know that you are wrong about that assumption too. When Cleo and I were exploring the property earlier, we found something strange. Unearthed, you might say. Unearthed? Come on now, are you going to tell me that there is another corpse lying around on this hill too? No, nothing like that. Besides, the body, the antique cane and Kate's boarding pass, here's what else we found. Huh? What is it? I'm no geology expert, but to me it looks like small chunks of gold ore. Gold ore? Up here? Exactly. It's not something that occurs naturally lying in a field like this, which means somebody dropped it. So then it's possible someone outside the Blackinton family has been trespassing on the family property. But why? That's what Cleo and I intend to find out next. Well done, Detective. You two screwed this up for me. I had this. Gee, Detective Dudley. It's like time for me to get out of the way so you two can do your job. Yeah, get out of here, Dudley, again. Hey, wait. Clear out, everyone. We'll regroup back at the main roadblock and make sure that the suspect doesn't leave the area. Yes, sir. Hold on, don't you think you are going a little bit overboard? The investigation is all yours, Detective. I don't want to interfere. But what about the alleged signs of a ghost? Ghost. Thoughts figuring out to exit the map. Maps may have multiple exits. Woof woof. Dun, 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 dun. Beware the Blackinton curse, Detective. You and your dog might find yourselves becoming its next two unfortunate victims. For ghost chase. Normal. You can now change the game mode using mode in menu at any time. We gotta keep seeking out more suspects and clues. Dun dun dun. The hell is this? This police tape marks where Meredith Blackinton's body was found last week. Why was Meredith's body found near the bottom of the stairs after she had a fatal heart attack? How did it happen? How did she really die? There's those black marks. I don't know what that means. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, there we go. Hey, doggy back. No, Chloe, we don't have time to eat now. We got the mystery solved. Alright, we'll take doggy back with us. After we solve the case, I promise you'll get an amazing treat. There we go. 40! Holy shit. Okay, 40. There is 40 to find. Need to pay attention. How's this? This is a bottle of sleeping medicine for Meredith because of her heart condition. This bottle is empty, even thought it was prescribed the day when she died. There's a purple residue in the sink that matches the color of the drops of liquid at the bottom of the bottle. I wonder who prescribed this medication. And yes, to find the dark treat you need always to play with Cleo. You cannot play with anyone else. I think this is the kitchen, right? Yeah. The key. Oh, wait. Now, like, once you find the first one, is when you should search everything again. Yup, see? Now they appear. Because you need to find the first one to start the others. I think I'm going outside for... Oh, wait, I see another. I think I'm going outside. And now I search here. Not behind the tree. There was one of them that I like behind the tree. A dog treat, so you needed to be careful and search. Trying to see if not behind these trees. Oh, what the hell? Wait, did I bug out? Oh no. Oh, thought I was bugged. Oof, it scared me. That scared me, I thought I was bugged. I think I found everything in here. They can appear after, you know, once you advance more. They can reappear, so you need always to pay attention. What hell is this? This personal calling card, but of Tony Cars and the wind farm builder and businessman. His great-grandfather watched the build of this mansion, so Tony Katz paid a visit to the Blackinton mansion recently. We haven't met that person yet. Wait, that guy was here? He called to Trevor. This is a telescope. Someone was up here in the tower looking out on the Blackinton family property. Looking at the mine. But someone else was using this recently too. He was looking at the mine. Something about the mine that they want. This Meredith Blackinton's last will and testament. To my sons Trevor and Kate, I will leave the entirety of the Blackinton family estate and fortune to divide evenly between you. To my faithful caregiver in this lonely town, Nurse Ingman, I leave $100,000. Thank you for 10 years of going above and beyond to call of duty. For my son Trevor, I leave a draft of the original sheet music. For my son Kate, I leave my grandfather's soul's antique cane. In the unfortunate event of multiple ultimately immediate family deaths, then the estate pass on to any remaining distant Blackinton relatives. Okay. Even the nurse got something. I don't know if that's going to be important or not. Door is locked. Okay, probably can go to the mine. I don't want to go back to where Dudley was. I want to go to the mine first to check. Okay, that's another way to go. 14. This library card belongs to Dan Alaska. We haven't met this person yet. Okay, we have the mine that we can go. The color of the water in this pond looks a little off. Maybe there's a way you can test this water for chemicals. That looks like an explosive. That's nothing. Whoa. There's boulders falling off. Okay, it's not easy to know if I searched everywhere in there or not. Shit, it's over there. According to the testimonials, this spot must be where the ghost of Saul Blackinton appeared during the funeral yesterday. True. We have the telescope, but I wonder, like, what you can do over there. How's this? Somebody left his cigarette butt up here on this cliff by the Hoosac River. What brand is it? Okay, Nurse Inkman. Alright, let's see here. First the flood, now this police barricade. I've got patients who need attention and I don't appreciate being detained like this. Okay, here we go. I'm Regina Inkman and I was Meredith Blackton's nurse when she was alive. I was responsible for checking on her general well-being as well as managing her medication. I spent a lot of time at the Blackington mansion where I got to know Meredith Blackington quite well. She was a sweet old woman with a few unusual quirks. I never met Trevor Blackington before the funeral. The same goes for his brother. Neither of the Blackington boys live close by, so you can imagine how shocked I was when Trevor Blackington called me before he died. The victim called you? Detective Tyler didn't tell you? I heard Trevor Blackington on the phone just before he was killed. Really? Hello? This is Trevor Blackington. You helped my mother when she needed aid. Trevor? I'm at the estate. I need you to listen to me, Regina. I know who it was we saw at the funeral. I know who killed Mom. I figured everything out. That's incredible. Alright, I'm listening. Oh no, that horrible mask, get away! Trevor? Help! Trevor! I was the last one to hear his voice, detective. Poor Kate Blackington doesn't seem to be doing well either. When I received the phone call last night, I was in my home. I live on the other side of the bridge where the police roadblock is, just outside West Adams Center. Unfortunately, the road flooded due to all the rain we had recently. I wanted to go to the Blackinton mansion, but I couldn't get there, so I called police. You can confirm my whereabouts through the phone records. I'm sure they will be able to verify that I took the call from Trevor Blackington's cell phone. Was the cell phone found on his body when he died? I saw the dark figure that appeared on top of the cliff at Meredith Blackington's funeral. I haven't seen him since. always thought it was odd that a strong woman like Meredith could be so superstitious. She curiously insisted that she saw something from that tower that overlooks the family estate. When Meredith was alive, I always thought her fear of property was just cookie superstition. Now I'm not so sure. What if there really was someone sneaking around on the Blackinton property? Maybe that's what she really saw through her telescope. Maybe that's why she, if only I would have listened to her when she was alive. Meredith Blackinton's bottle of sleeping medication was completely empty, even though the prescription is dated on the day of her death. Are you sure? It shouldn't have been empty. She knew that she was only supposed to take a small amount. Meredith Blackinton did leave you $100,000 in her will. Do you really think I killed her after all these years? Even with her heart condition being what it was? Alright, let's assume for a moment that your insulting theory is correct. I killed her by giving her an overdose of sleeping medication. Then how did I kill Trevor Blackinton? The road to West Adams was blocked because of the flood last night. And why would I get some guy in a mask to appear at Meredith Blackinton's funeral? What could I possibly gain from that? Not another dime. Do you really think I will commit 2 murders just because Meredith Blackinton left me some money? I took an oath to help people. Nobody seen any sort of ghost since the funeral, though. Don't tell me you've had any better luck. By the way, can you pass like... no, you cannot pass again. We are downtown. Oh shit, I was with detective guy, fuck. Okay, nothing. I didn't even notice that I was with guy. Holy shit. Okay, 20. Alright, got half. Cat. You are here. Okay. 22. In prehistoric times, the fertile Lussac River Valley of the Berkshires was home to many dinosaurs. The regional flood of 1996 caused a landslide which led to dinosaur bones being discovered when flooding decimated South Street. The most impressive and complete dinosaur skeleton found in the Berkshire was sold to raise millions of dollars, which helped this museum to open. Dinosaur footprints are rumored to be found all over West Adams, though no one has carefully documented their locations yet. 23. I'm getting behind on my school work because of all this commotion. What exactly are you looking for? Oh, that was so fast. I'll show my library card, but I misplaced it. It's got to be around here somewhere, right? I am Dan Alaska and I study history at Berkshire College. I also help Professor Marshall here at the museum. Okay, so she missed the library card we already found. I didn't know the Blackinton, either of them. If I were you, I'll stay off of the family estate. The exhibit about Hobo Mox Hill is in the next room if you want to know more about why. If I had that kind of money, I'll use it to pay off my student debt. I could really use some of that money right now. I was in here working on my research project. Why the hell do you say, Everyone seems eager to rule out the idea that there really is a supernatural curse, but I'm not so sure. I wasn't at the funeral. Professor Marshall told me what he saw up on the cliff. I guess you have probably heard about the Blackinton curse, detective. I'm staying far away from Hobomox Hill. That ancient legend is really the cause of this hall, you know. If Saul Blackinton hadn't developed that land. If I was you, I'll stay away from there too. Could have been her? The way that she talks. Claire and I found your missing library card. Oh gee, thanks. I knew I left it around somewhere, right? We found your library card near the Blackinton mine. So you are the one who has been out passing on the Blackinton estate grounds. The one who dropped those specks of horn. Alright, it's true. I'm the one who has been on their land. Why? What have you been doing there? I was looking for dinosaur fossils. I read about the dinosaur skeleton found on their land and described in the museum exhibit. Those fossils are worth a lot of money. Selling it is what paid to open this museum. I wanted the money. So when you killed the Blackittons when you thought you'll be seen? No, but I can help you. I found Trevor Blackington's phone. Oh shit! You found Trevor Blackington's phone? Near the mine? It's true. The phone came flying and almost hit me. So the killer threw Trevor Blackington's phone, and that's why it wasn't on his body. I think they were trying to throw the phone into that pond, but they hit me instead. I couldn't see who it was. I should have come forward sooner. But I was concerned about incriminating myself. Why would the killer need to dispose of Trevor Blackington's phone? I'm really sorry for the trouble I've caused. Tuition is expensive, you know? Is this the same thing? Yeah, it's the same thing, okay. Good luck, both of you. I'd like to make amends. I can at least give you some helpful information. Recently I discovered a set of dinosaur footprints 10 steps south, okay, 10 steps south of the sign by Hoosac River. Okay, Hoosac River, 10 steps south. Maybe you can be more successful than I've been. No, Cleo, dinosaur bones are not for dogs to chew on. Alright, Cleo, we can go back to the park and look for the dinosaur footprints. This is an optional side quest. Dinosaur footprint location is to the cave. Okay. South of the sign. South. Can't forget. South of the sign. Hoosac River. What? Why all you appear in here? What the fuck? Why all did you appear in this place, my man? The hell? Before colonial times, the area around West Adams was inhabited by the indigenous Wampanoag tribe. After sustaining bitter loss in King Philip's War during the 1670s, the Wampanoags believed that the evil spirit Hobomok put a curse on the land nearby. Before the opening of the Blackinton mine around 200 years later, superstitious people warned Saul Blackinton that treading on Hobomok's sacred ground will end in disaster both for the owner and his industrial operation. As a wealthy and confident businessman, Mr. Blackinton went ahead with his plan to build a mining operation on Mox Hill rather than heed the grim warning, and he know what will happen. He may have regretted that decision later. Ah! You appear right over there, Jesus. On the east side of the area, the Wampanoag tribe called Obamox Hill, the Blackinton mine was once the largest pyrite mine in New England. So this isn't gold, it's pyrite from the Blackinton mine, fool's gold. Saul Blackinton, the owner of the eponymous mine depicted in this statue, was a wealthy industrialist. It was said that Saul Blackinton knew everything that went on the mine, even when he was off-site in his mansion. Anyone who complained loudly enough was met with the swift blade of his rapier sword, which he kept close at all times. In the 1925, the Blackinton mine was permanently shuttered after a series of surprise disasters. To celebrate a particularly successful production milestone, Saul Blackinton commissioned a feast complete with wild turkey, local vegetables and water from the nearby pond. He was found dead shortly afterward. Later, a fatal landslide after heavy rain caused a tunnel collapse in the mine, which resulted in its permanent closure. The Berkshire Museum was once a mill that was owned and operated by the Blackinton family industries. It was converted into a museum in 1999 and run by a Berkshire College. Interesting. Oh Jesus, that scared me. 25. Welcome to Berkshire Museum, Detective. How may I assist you learning? Okay. Dr. Ruth Marshall, sir. I'm a tenured professor at Berkshire College and I run this museum, an expert on the history of this regional area. I hardly knew Trevor Blackinton, if that's what you are inquiring about. I never corresponded with him. His mother, on the other hand, now that's a different story. Yes, I knew Meredith Blackinton well. It was because of her willingness to donate this abandoned mill building and most of the artifacts in our collection that opening this museum became possible. I owe that all to her, you could say. I was hoping she would donate some of the family land to the college, for research of course. I tried pleading my case to Meredith Blackinton, but she wanted to leave it for her kids, her absentee kids. I was here at the museum yesterday during the evening. Yes, that's right, alone. Well, there is historical evidence pointing to a curse on the Blackinton estate. Thought, of course, a scientific explanation may also be possible. What do you think, detective? I'm the one who created the museum exhibits. Have you taken a tour of the museum yet and read all the signs? I think Tony Carson, the builder, had something to do with both deaths. It's not just that he's my rival for his urge to keep this museum open. I don't think he tells the truth. I've heard this sleeky, oily voice so often recently that it makes my blood boil. It's refreshing to see that you have an inquisitive mind. I hope that you and your dog will be successful. Say to read all the signs. Oh, what? Stop appearing, asshole. Now that we know about the gold, does she change this? No. What about that one about the phone? That's over here. Oh, it's only that. Okay. I thought she will talk about the phone since we already got it. But no. She didn't say anything about the phone. She remained silent. She didn't fall for it. Okay, what about where the hell this leads? Church Street? Okay, there's a bridge over that pass. 26. Holy shit, there's so many places. I see one. Okay, I'm gonna need music to play that. Father Francis. Welcome, my son. All my assist the Lord's work. I'm Father Francis and I'm the leader of the Congregational Church. I led the Meredith Blackinton's funeral service. She used it to perform organ music for our parishioners. I knew her well. She was a real backbone of this small community. Meredith Blackinton was an incredible person and she remained humble until the end, even once her music became widely acclaimed. Meredith told me once that she left some unreleased sheet music somewhere inside her home. I wonder if it could be true. That could be worth a pretty penny. I haven't been able to find her missing music. I hadn't seen the Blackinton boys since they were young, since their fathers ultimately deaf. In my opinion, they could have done more to honor their mother, as the Bible says. I was here at the church when Meredith Blackinton died. No, I can't prove it, but I don't think she died from natural causes. However, I have an absolutely solid alibi for the time when Trevor Blackinton was killed. Yesterday evening, a man showed up here at the church confessional. A poor, pitiful man leading a life of petty crime. He went downstairs to the church pantry to take some food. I had to insist that he put out his cigarette. We found a cigarette butt on top of that cliff on the edge of town. He asked me for forgiveness, saying he had just committed his last unfortunate act. He mentioned that he was about to earn enough money to go straight. I only hope. Then he suddenly left the church once word got out that Trevor Blackinton had been killed. I don't know where he is now, but if you find him, then he can confirm my alibi. I don't believe in the occult, and I will appreciate if you will watch what you say. What we all saw appear at the funeral was definitely a masked man, nothing more. I think that Meredith Blackinton was killed by her nurse. I can't prove it. I heard Meredith say she left her nurse a lot of money. Maybe she found some valuables too. If I was you, I will explore the Blackinton mansion thoroughly and be careful. Okay. Interesting. There's a door that we cannot open as of now. Oh shit. Let me only check like this because I was with a guy. Tell is this cigarette butt? Yeah. Somebody left this cigarette butt on the floor in the church. How impolite. What brand is it? This must have been cigarette that Father Francis saw that strange man smoking. Cigarette butt matched the one we found on top of the cliff by the river. The same person must have been smoking these cigarettes in both locations. 30? 10 more, 10 more, we are getting there. Almost. Ah, shit. Run! Oh, shovel. It's a shovel. What's this doing out here? We should look for some holes that have been freshly dug. Oh yeah, I can't forget about that Hosek River. I don't know where is that. I need to check where is that thing. Do I have a map? Hosek is the 11. I can get to there through where I am. If I take a left, okay. Nothing. Strange. The analyzing from the museum state that the 97 footprints can be found 10 steps south from the signpost here. Oh, I see one. Oh, it's not this one. God, I shall be in here. The 12 is what? South Street. Okay, the kids. This key must open a locked door somewhere. Must be that one in the house. We found a locked door upstairs in the Blackinton mansion. Yup. Simon needs to kill. He's obsessed with ghosts and curse. Hey, shut up. This is serious. This weird neighborhood kid seems a little creepy, but not killer creepy. I guess we shouldn't rule them out of our calculations. Simon Deacon, sir. Casey Blunt. Cody Johnson. We are playing a game of hide and seek along with my brother Drew. Yeah, but we still haven't found him. He's still out there. None of us have met Trevor Blackinton. Yeah, but everyone knows his mother went crazy because of the curse. The brothers probably did too. Hey, stop it. We have been looking everywhere for Drew. We started the game in the evening yesterday after the funeral ended. We never should have started a new game after what happened. That was a bad idea. I'm still shaking after we all saw that ghost on the cliff or whatever it was that appeared. I just hope the ghost doesn't find Drew before we do. He's safe, I just know it. Drew is better at hiding and keeping quiet than any of us. That didn't look like a ghost to me. It was some guy in a mask. I'm too old for that stuff now. Yeah, this is an adult trying to use the rumors of the Blackinton curse to scare people. Please help find my brother. He could be anywhere. Oh, there we go. Dinosaur footprints. Come on, Cleo, let's keep following the direction of this tracks and see where they lead next. Gee, how many more of these things are here? Don't worry, Kyle, I'll get you a delicious dog bone of your own when this is all over. Top. Where the fuck does this lead? These dinosaurs must have sure loved their long walks. Cemetery? Can there really be a dinosaur scout around here that nobody discovered? Oh, top. And then up. Look, there are two freshly dug graves next to Meredith Blackinton gravesite. Since I still didn't be in here. We search! We search very well before we go talk or even go to that place. This is a letter from Dr. Ruth Marsh from the nearby college. The recipient is Trevor Blackinton. The letter is yesterday in the evening. I urge you to give the uninhabited parts of land known as Obamox Hill to the college. We could use it for historical and natural science research, while you and your brother haven't even visited the area in years. The author never finished writing it. That Miss Professor Marshall lied when she says she hasn't corresponded with Trevor Blackinton. .44. Those new graves, I must be next to die. Wait, it doesn't say nothing else, it was only this. $45. Okay, we'll sec. $46. By the way, let me see if I went. I need to see from the other person. Let's go upstairs. Oh, that was close. 47. This is Meredith Blackinton diary. It contains decades worth of journal entries. Let's see what she wrote about. From 1994, tragedy has struck a new generation of Blackittons. My husband was killed by a falling rock on the family state ground. My poor younger son, Cade, saw the whole thing happen. Perhaps we really are cursed, like they say. I got to protect my children. Trevor has been sent away to boarding school. Cade is staying here with me. This is the best solution I can find to keep us safe. From 1996, I turned to the congregation church as a way to deal with the challenge we face. Our costs are immense. Luckily, there has been a good deal of commercial interest in my music. I sold the rights to the music to a video game publisher. Fortunately, with all the royalties and sales of the deluxe soundtrack edition, it will be enough money to pay for our needs and wants. I wish I could be there for the concert as a symphony hall. At least Trevor is near the top of his class at boarding school, and Kate seems to be adjusting from the trauma. From 2009, both my sons have left the Berkshires. It's lonely for me outside of helping Father Francis and the church community. Thankfully, Nurse Ingman is wonderful at lifting my spirits. From last year, all the rain recently has caused flooding in the area. South Street was hit badly again. From last month, somebody is roaming around on the family property and I'm concerned. I've seen a shadowy figure when I look through the telescope. Even my usually sympathetic nurse does not believe me. I've done everything I can to make amends for our family past. I don't believe in the curse, but I hope that whatever demons have haunted the Blackittons will be gone. My whole heart may be a bit weak, but I'm not selling the family estate. Now I need to know is a place that I've never been and talk to people to get more people into my case. What? Come on, man. Stop appearing. Stop appearing and let me search. So where am I? Blackinton, it's 16. So I'm going for 17, edge of town. Probably I could go to the mine and check. Oh, you can't. Oh, there's a guy. Oh, Drew. It's the missing kid from the game of hide and seek. Come on, let's get you out of this scary place. That's everything that the four of us saw and heard yesterday at Miss Blackinton's funeral. Do you want to hear it again? Replay the opening cutscene from the game. No, already know. Quite showing off of you. We still haven't given my brother a chance to speak. Maybe you witnessed something important while he was hiding. Yes, I will appreciate hearing what he has to say. Please, my brave young friend, continue. We were playing hide and seek yesterday after the funeral ended. I noticed that the mausoleum was unlocked, which was a surprise, so I hid there. Did you see something in the mausoleum? No, I saw nothing, but I heard everything. They will never find me in here. I'm a big kid like my older brother. I'm not scared. Hey, someone's coming. I'll better stay hidden and keep quiet. I can hear the person talking outside. This is Trevor Blackinton. You helped my mother when she needed help. I'm at the estate. I need you to listen to me, Regina. I know who it was we saw at the funeral. I know who killed Mom. I figured everything out. Oh no, that all mask. Get away! Help! So Trevor Blackinton murder happened outside the mausoleum while I was hiding inside. I didn't want to take any chance. I found a new hiding spot in the darkest place I could, where you found me later. This can't match what nursing man heard on the phone. Trevor Blackinton's body wasn't found outside the mausoleum. He was killed on the Blackinton estate grounds. What does this strange inconsistency mean? This is the church. Yeah, I never went this one down here, right? $48. $49. Probably this is for the water. To test chemicals in water. Why do we need this, Cleo? You can use it to test to discover what in that mine pond. Yup. Yup. Well, that's what we need. 40! Found everything. Okay. Make it quick, Johnny. I'm exhausted after a long day's work. Suspect added case file Tony Cars, owner of Cars and Construction, builder and businessman. Tony Cars, I'm a wind farm building contractor. I was interested in buying the Blackinton family property. I could make a lot of money from it. I called Trevor Blackinton during the funeral. It wasn't until later that I found out what happened. I never had the chance to speak to Meredith Blackinton about my proposal, naturally. Will you care to explain why Cleo and I found your business card in Mrs. Blackinton's study? Alright, fine, it's true. I met with old Mrs. Blackinton, but she was still alive when I left the mansion. Her nurse will attest to that. My great-grandfather helped build that mansion, you know. Of course, Meredith Blackinton had no interest in selling. It was pointless. The telephone company offered her a great deal to put a cell phone tower on Obamox Hill, but she flat out refused. She'd rather not have any cell phone service at all on the family estate and start a construction project in that nasty old forest. Meredith Blackinton's attitude is one reason this town is such an isolated backwater. When Trevor Blackinton was killed, I was here in this trailer. I never left my desk. I hope the Blackinton boys will have more business sense than their mother. Anyway, I was here alone, yeah. Now that there's been 2 deaths on the Blackinton estate, I'm considering. If there really is a curse, that's gonna be bad for building, bad for business, and most importantly, bad for me. I'm out. Professor Marshall from Berkshire College also wanted to buy the land. She couldn't compete with my financial offer, of course, but that doesn't mean she couldn't have tried other ways of being persuasive. I wasn't the only one interested in the Blackinton family land, you know. 7 out of 8. We can go for the water thing. And test water, like then do it. Don't need to search for the bags since I already got all 40. So like that's done. But I don't know who I'm missing to find, seriously. I don't know who it is. That's the problem. The cold water is a little off. Let's use scientific instrument to test water in the pond. This water contains a considerable amount of arsenic residue because of its proximity to the mine. When the mine was still active, it must have been even more dangerous. But yeah, I wanted to check the mine to see if there was something else. What if I go through gear forward? Okay, this leads to this again, okay. Is that only it? Ah, okay, so I searched everything, okay, that's good to know. So I need to go to that one, to the 17, and from the 17 to that. Okay. I could lose the hint to know where it is. I don't know if this guy says. But like I need the music sheet and I don't know where the hell it is. You lied to me when you told me that you never corresponded with Trevor Blackinton. I found the letter you start writing. Alright, it's true. After Tony Carson interrupted his mother's funeral to pester him about selling the land, I thought it might be sympathetic. But then I had second thoughts. I went back to the cemetery in the evening and I must have lost the letter when I got startled. So when you weren't alone in the museum last night, like you say, that's right, I never finished or delivered the letter to Trevor Blackinton. I felt guilty enough to get rid of it first. But I wasn't alone in the cemetery. Somebody startled me. You saw the ghost of Saul Blackinton? No, I saw Tony Carson leaving the cemetery carrying a shovel. He was sweating profusely and breathing heavily. I didn't understand what he was doing there, and I didn't want him to see me either. The shovel we found belongs to Tony Carson. He lied to us too. That means he was in the cemetery last night digging those two new graves intended for Trevor and Kate Blackinton. It's time we pay a visit to Mr. Tony Carson. I'm sorry that I didn't mention it sooner. As you can see, I truly do have an alibi for Trevor Blackinton's murder, but I thought that the other detective had found my letter, then he will immediately arrest me because it shows I had a clear motive, like what happened to poor Kate Blackinton. Let me see about this one, because of the steps, if she says something or not. Does it look like? Alright, I did that, okay. So I'll go talk to Tony Carson and present the shovel. Present the shovel! Okay, and I found the shovel you were seen carrying as you left the cemetery. What, You were the one who dug those two fresh holes next to Meredith Blackinton's grave. Because you killed Meredith Blackinton, Trevor Blackinton and planned to kill... What? And you planned to kill Kate Blackinton next, then you could blame it on the curse. No, that's not true. This much is correct. I was the one who dug those fresh graves, but I didn't kill anybody. Then why did you do it? I thought I could scare the Blackinton brothers into selling off their land cheap. It seemed too perfect. I had no idea that someone really would. And maybe the true curse is my shameless drive for success. I never should have done that. But you must see that if I was seen digging at the cemetery, then I couldn't have been on the state grounds murdering Trevor Blackinton. I know I haven't been very honest with you, but I would like to help you now. The Blackinton mansion has a secret room. A secret room? It's real, I promise. My ancestor helped build that house. I can tell you how to find it. There are 5 clocks in the Blackinton's mansion. Touch each clock to make the chime go off, and the secret room will open. Okay, what the fuck? Probably there will be the... Hello? It's Daddy Doll, you'll never believe what happened. This time the case truly has been solved. What do you mean, sir? We found some guy wearing green body paint, matching the description of the costume figure everyone saw at Meredith Blackinton funeral. You caught him? No, he's dead. The body washed up in the Usac River on South Street a few minutes ago. And there's more. In his coat pocket was a note confessing to both Blackinton murders. That's incredible. That wraps everything up very neatly, doesn't it? Are you sure? I don't see any way around it, do you? You can expect to be the hero all the time, of course. Why don't you and Cleo come meet us here and have a look as soon as you can? South Street. No, I don't want to go to South Street as of yet. That's where I came from, but I want to go to the mansion first. Can't forget is that the South Street that I need to go to see. The clocks, all the clocks. We found the clause, now let's search for the entrance to that secret room. Yeah, but where the hell could it be? It's not in here. Aha! The sheet music. The curse left these. This sheet music, one of the Mary Blackinton's organ compositions. This must be the music dedicated to her older son that she mentioned in her will. The curse left these. What an odd title and an odd piece of music. Maybe there's a way we can play this music somewhere. Hey, the church organ. New shit. How do you can get to the church? Could it be through here? Is it this way faster? Yes, take a right over here. Well, not the right like this. In here. And like that I go play the music and then I can go for the soft street. Alright, Claire, let's hear what Meredith Blackinton's shit music we found sounds like. The curse left this. I guess if it sounds just as weird as the song title, what could it mean? The curse left this. You're right, Cleo, that's interesting. What the hell that means? The curse left this. What the hell does that mean? Can I go from here? No, I could go is... yeah. Hello again, both of you. I've examined the body already. What would you like to know? The priest from the congregation church contacted us when he noticed a body floating down the river. He said the face was someone familiar to him. The body washed up here due to the Osage River's strong current. No, he didn't drown. This man died when he broke his neck. He must have landed on some rocks from the river and died on impact. The death is recent. It definitely happened since we spoke earlier on the state of grounds. This man died from falling into the river from high place. What caused him to fall, I can't say, but he must have been standing on a cliff above the river when this happened. I'm learning from the victim body after he tipped from the priest. As you can see, he's wearing the costume that everyone saw at Meredith Blackinton funerals, so that's that. It's alright that, you still contribute to the mystery being solved by taking time to investigate. I can take all the credit myself. We have been able to confirm identification. That man's name is Ryan Valentine. He lives here in the West Adams and has a past record as a petty criminal. I guess the police never grasped the true darkness of his criminality until now. It's quite remarkable. Mr. Valentine left a suicide note along with a confession. He's admitted to both the Blackinton murders. I, Ryan Valentine, hereby confess to the murders of Meredith and Kay Blackinton. Since I was a boy in this town, I have been tormented by the horror of the Blackinton curse lash, and I realized that I was unable to control the greed and cruelty in my nature. I formed the idea of conjuring up Saul Blackinton ghost at the funeral yesterday as a final act of terror. Now what's done is done, and the curtain calls. The Blackinton curse has truly consumed my soul. I only wish things could have been different for me. I'll say that explanation is pretty clear, don't you? 8 out of 8. There's one thing that bothers me about the situation, however. Father Francis claims that this dead man, Mr. Valentine, was with him in the church pantry yesterday in the evening. He was there at the same time Trevor Blackinton was killed, so then he's got a watertight alibi for the time of Trevor Blackinton murder. If this is the same masked man seen atop of the cliff at the funeral, then how can this be possible? I tried to persuade Father Francis that he's mistaken, but he's sticking to his story. You are welcome to speak with him and try your luck. Don't tell me it was the priest that killed it, and then this guy Valentine was the accomplice of him. Could it have been? Yes, I was the one who first noticed the body in the river. I notified the police. Sadly, it was the body of Ryan Valentine, same man who had visited my church only an evening ago. Yes, I'm certain that it was Mr. Valentine we all saw in disguise at the funeral yesterday too. However, I don't believe that the man I met will have killed himself. He came to the church pantry and ate a hearty meal. He was in good spirits, talking about his plan to turn his life around. We connected over faith. He took extra food with him. He left the church singing Amazing Grace. You never can tell, but I just don't see this man killing himself. Even if Ryan Valentine was the figure scaring the group at the funeral, he now has an alibi for murder. Hello, Detective Dudley. Cleo? Guy? Hello? I understand everything that happened in this mystery. You do? To me, it keeps getting more confusing. Yes, I would like to get everybody together. We'll do it at the Blackinton mansion as soon as you can be ready. Alright, then we'll see you. Hey, wait. This phone call is coming from Trevor Blackinton phone. Why are you calling me from the murder victim's number? Don't worry, I'll be prepared to explain everything. Let's do this. I think I have everything that I can present. But I'm gonna be honest, I still don't know who could be. I think it's the priest, but I can't say for sure if it is or not. Could be the nurse, right? But like, she was calling later that night. Shows your difficulty for answering questions about the case. Hard mode will penalize too many wrong answers. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. We are here tonight to solve the deaths of Meredith and Trevor Blackinton and to uncover the secrets of the Blackinton curse. So, how it all work. First, Meredith Blackinton dies in her home on the family estate grounds last week. At first it was ruled to be natural cause, but then in the face of emerging events, the perception changed. Next, a sinister figure appears at Meredith Blackinton's funeral and issues a grave decree to the remaining Blackintons, Trevor and Kate. That evening, Trevor Blackinton is murdered after claiming to have recognized the figure everyone saw hours earlier. It first appears as thought he was bludgeoned to death by the ghost of Saul Blackinton's antique cane on the family estate grounds. The next day, the body of the costumed figure washed up in the Usac River along with a written confession to both murders, and everything is resolved. After hearing multiple consistent accounts of this story, I started to wonder. The bombastic performance of Saul Blackinton Ghost certainly got a lot of attention. Everybody who witnessed remembers it, even down to the smallest detail, the imposing costume, the chilling message, the disappearance above the cliff which overlooks the cemetery. But if somebody simply wanted to kill the remaining Blackittons, why make it difficult by warning them through this grandiose spectacle? What's the reason behind it? Ryan Valentine had become fixated on the idea of a curse on the Blackinton family. His confession explains that clearly. Fixated on the curse? Why? Mr. Valentine was essentially a drifter, not someone who was intimate with the Blackinton family. Why should a complete stranger become obsessed with this family curse legend? By comparison, some of the people in this room had more straightforward reasons for wanting the Blackinton's death. No way. First, let's consider Tony Carson. Come on, detective, you were after the Blackinton land tools as the new site for your wind farm project. You were even willing to stoop to ruthless and aggressive scare tactics to get it. You first told Cleo and I that you never approached Miss Blackinton about selling the land, but when Cleo discovered this clue, it proved that it was a lie. Your business card. Your business card was left inside the Blackinton mansion, proving that you had been there to try and buy their land. Alright, that much is true. Yes, I wanted to buy the land, and I was persistent. So what? Persistent? You did your best to frighten the Blackinton brothers into unloading their land. What are you talking about? You were a witness in the evening yesterday leaving the cemetery with this item, the shovel. You were seen carrying a shovel. The shovel which you had used that evening to dig 2 new graves next to Meredith Blackinton's burial. I really wanted that land. That was you? You really don't care how much you frighten all of us, as long as you get what you want. Of course, Tony Carson, the builder, wasn't the only one who was eager to buy the Blackinton's property. Isn't that right, Professor Marshall? Oh no. I don't know what you're talking about. You dropped something that explicitly pressed your desire to own the Blackinton land. Cleo recovered your unfinished letter to Trevor Blackinton. You hoped to persuade the Blackinton brothers to give the land to Berkshire College, the Blackinton estate, and the possibility of finding another dinosaur fossil would have generated enough money to keep the lights on at the Berkshire Museum. Yes, I discarded the letter because I thought it was inappropriate, but I had nothing to do with the ghost scare we saw. It couldn't have been Professor Marshall wearing that ghost costume. She wasn't present at the funeral, I just know it. But you were not at the funeral, were you? And what were you doing at the time of Trevor Blackinton's death? I was working my shift at the museum. No, that's a lie. You were far away from the museum, trespassing on the Blackinton's private land. A library card. Alright, it's true. You had been sneaking around the Blackinton State grounds when you thought no one was looking, but someone did see you. You were seen by Meredith Blackinton, who used this to locate you even if she wasn't healthy enough to go wandering. No, did it bug? Looks like. Oh, it bugged. Okay, so for that telescope, she glimpsed you from her telescope from the room in the mansion tower. It was seeing you that caused Miss Blackinton to be on edge, not some supernatural appearance. When Cleo and I first explored the Blackinton property, we found some chunks of pyrite ore from the mine lying on the ground. You must have dropped it by mistake, and later Meredith Blackinton noticed it. Someone had been there and she was scared. Yeah, I was on the land. I was looking for dinosaur fossils. I didn't mean to scare old Miss Blackinton. It was you that she saw. I thought she was just being superstitious, but she had a reason to be concerned, even afraid if I had only listened. As Mr. Blackinton caregiver, it was your job to look after her well-being, your professional and moral obligation. Meredith Blackinton died of natural causes. How dare you? Cleo found this curious item when you were responsible for when we searched the mansion for clues. Meredith Blackinton sleeping medication. The new bottle had been empty. I didn't tamper with her match. You had a motive. My mom trusted you. You had 100,000 reasons for wanting Meredith Blackinton dead, but that was just a drop in the ocean compared to the entire family fortune. There is one person here who had an abundantly clear reason for wanting Meredith Blackinton dead. Who, detective? Oh, right, me. This important legal document we found tells all. Mary Blackinton family will. She left her family property and estate to her sons, spurning offers to sell the land, enough to set you up for life financially. Naturally, Trevor and I will inherit, but that doesn't mean I killed my mother. I was on the west coast for an audition. Yup, true. Now let's look at who here had the opportunity to kill Trevor Blackinton. Alright, I dug the grave. I didn't know somebody was really gonna kill Trevor Blackinton. I was writing the letter to Trevor Blackinton to persuade him to donate Hobomoxil for scientific research. I was passing fine, I didn't mean to scare anyone. Trevor Blackinton called me just before he would be attacked by the ghost. I was home, traveled by the flooded road. I still say that's a lie. Ryan Valentine was in the church pantry at the time he died. Cold Casey and I were out looking for my brother. I was hiding. Hey, that's how I hide and seek works. Drew Deacons, we can excuse. What about you, Kate? I already told you, I've taken some of my mother's sleeping medication because of my anxiety. Can't you see he's been through a lot? Who had an alibi at the time? Oh, it's not. So the only person who could not have killed Meredith Blackinton was Kate Blackinton. That's right, I told you. Who had an alibi at the time of Trevor? Everyone else. Then, when Trevor Blackinton was murdered, his brother Kate no longer has an alibi, but now everyone else is covered. But I was listening on the phone as Trevor Blackinton got brutally ambushed and murdered, and I heard it happen right outside the mausoleum. The mausoleum, but Trevor Blackinton's body was lying on the estate grounds. The coroner say he died instantly. There's no way his body could have been moved such a long distance without the risk of being seen either. How do you explain that? Why was Trevor Blackinton phone call in cemetery, and why was the phone call made at all? If Trevor Blackinton had made the phone call just before being ambushed and hunted down by the man in ghost costume, they should have taken place on the Blackinton State grounds, not in cemetery. Then why? If you first recall, when Cleo and I first arrived at the state grounds, we were late because of the flooded tour. I tried to call your cell phone when you were already here, but couldn't reach you. Yes, I remember. I'm going to try it again now, this time using Trevor's Blackinton's phone. There's no phone service here. It's like I told you earlier, Meredith Blackinton didn't just turn down my offer to build a wind farm, she also rejected a deal from the phone company to build a tower. I see, so then there is no cell phone service here on the Blackinton estate at all, and nobody will have known any different, had it not been overheard by the real deacons hiding in the mausoleum at the same time. Why did Trevor Blackinton phone call Nurse Ingman from cemetery? The distress phone call to Nurse Ingman came from the cemetery because it was possible to make a phone call from the cemetery. That's right. I remember now. Trevor Blackinton also received a phone call from Tony Carson during his mother's funeral. Again, it bugged. Yeah. Okay. Because phone call had another purpose. What was the purpose of the phone call? Oh, invoke ghost? What? This stress phone call to Nurse Ingman was for one reason, to connect the appearance of Soul Blackinton ghost at the funeral to Trevor's Blackinton murder. Same person clearly murdered Eve Blackinton last week, appeared at the funeral, yes, and then killed Trevor Blackinton late that evening. That's what we were meant to believe, but that's not what happened, because at the time of the missing phone call, Trevor Blackinton was already dead. You better be able to explain what the heck you are talking about. After Meredith's death, there was no talk about murder or supernatural curse. It was ruled to be a natural death. It wasn't until Ryan Valentine appeared at the funeral in the ghost costume and threatened the Blackinton brothers that everyone became fixated on the idea of supernatural curse. Who killed it? Meredith. The first answer was the correct one. Meredith Blackinton died a natural death. She wasn't murdered. So then nobody killed Trevor Blackinton either. The mother's death combined with the Blackinton curse legend inspired the creation of our killer's clever and shocking plan. Ah, I thought. Not nurse. Okay, then. Trevor Blackinton was murdered by his brother, Kate Blackinton. It had to be then, if it's not those two. After emptying the bottle of sleep medication to throw suspicion onto his mother nurse, Kate Blackinton lured Trevor Blackinton out onto the state grounds, where he then killed him. Oh no, there's no phone service here. Next, Kate Blackinton snuck through the walls to get to the hill cemetery. As it happened, he hid by the walls of the mausoleum, unaware that Drew Dickens was also hiding inside as a part of the game. So then the voice I heard coming from the cemetery was the urgent voice I heard on who called Nurse Ingman, also Trevor. The voice on the phone was spoken by a professional actor delivering convincing performance. Trevor Blackinton was played convincingly by his brother Kate. None of the residents of West Adams were on close terms with the Blackinton brothers, who both lived far away, so nobody familiar with the sound of Trevor Blackinton's voice. The killer then attempted to get rid of the victim's phone, but it was caught by a Dino Laskin. Then what about Ryan Valentine? Why did he dress up like the ghost of Soul Blackinton at the funeral? And why was he killed? Claire and I found this item left by Mr. Valentine in the church basement, and another one just like it top of a ridge out by the Osek River. It confirms that he was in both places before his body washed up downstream. His cigarette butts. Ryan Valentine was a desperate man, and he was just too Kate Blackinton in need, someone to appear at the funeral to create an alibi for himself, for a promise of pay of course. But soon the word will get out about Trevor Blackinton murder, and Ryan Valentine knew too much. He had to be silenced. True. And he was pushed through gear. Dang it, that was my last cigarette. Where is that rich trust fund brat? I've been waiting here a long time and I'm getting cold up here. Hey man, is that you? Yes sir, thanks for your patience. Good, I'm feeling a little jittery up here after what happened. And why are you meeting up here anyway? I hope you got that money for me now like you promised, since I done the job at the funeral for you. I even did my best to scare away that pesky detective and his dog, just like you asked. Of course, I got something for you right here. You did a good job. Take this. Hey wait, this doesn't look like money. Just put it in your coat pocket quickly now. I confess. Dun dun dun. Then you kill your accomplice by pushing him off the ledge. As the saying goes, it took to fall for you. This is ridiculous. If I kill my brother, where is the murder yap? He's right, detective. You were absolutely certain that Trevor Blackinton wasn't bludgeoned to death by that antique walking stick that turned up near his body. Frank, it was humiliating. If you're sure he was stabbed to death, then you should have turned up a knife, a sword, or something sharp like that. Can you produce such a murder weapon? Actually, I believe I can. The description at the industrial wing of the Berkshire Museum noted that Saul Blackinton carried a weapon with him for protection. What was it? It was said that Saul Blackinton knew everything that went on the mine, even... Oh, this is the same thing, okay. That is rapier. He had a sharp rapier sword. But this is just a walking stick. I believe this heavy antique cane is actually Saul Blackinton's real walking stick, but there is something more that's special about it. I see, it's just like the secret room in the mansion my ancestor built for him. The sword is concealed within the cane. Oh my god. I guess that explains why we couldn't find a murder weapon anywhere. We had it all time. Out of my way. After him! You'll never get me in here. The mine is collapsing. Epilogue. I guess legendary Blackinton corpse has claimed a final victim. You know, Detective Daly, I don't think there ever was a curse at all. Oh, what about the death of the original mine builder? The wealthy industrialist Saul Blackinton from over 150 years ago. Saul Blackinton didn't die from the indigenous curse legend of Obamox Hill. He was poisoned. Poisoned? So then somebody murdered him too? Not in the slightest. Saul Blackinton's death happened because when he made a serious error in judgment, his sudden ultimate death was caused by... Cleo and I tested the water in the mining pond on Obamox Hill using the scientific kit we found. The mining operation caused a high amount of arsenic to contaminate the water found nearby. That's what killed Saul Blackinton. It's just like the sign in Museum Exhibit say. To celebrate a particularly successful production milestone, Saul Blackinton commissioned a feast complete with wild turkey, local and water from the nearby pond. He was found dead shortly after. So I see, I was right there, no curse and no murder there. How about Meredith Blackinton's husband, the father of Trevor and Kate Blackinton, who died when the kids were young? Tragedy has struck a new generation of Blackintons. My husband was killed by a falling rock on the family state ground. My poor younger son Kate saw the whole thing up. Perhaps we really are cursed like they say. Meredith Blackinton died described her husband's death from a falling rock. That sounds like a freak accident to me. Actually, I think there is some more subtext in this journal entry that can be taken into consideration. Mr. Blackinton was murdered. Really? Who killed him then? No? Oh, so it was Saul? It was Kate? Really? She wrote Kate saw the whole thing happen because Kate Blank threw the rock that fell on him. That's pure speculation. Oh, the music. The strange shit music Meredith Blackton left towards son Trevor in her will was a warning. A musical warning? In the curse left this was the title of the music. There's a double meaning. The curse left this. Left as in the notes played by left hand and on an organ or a piano keyboard. I'm not much of a musician, it just sounds like some spooky organ music to me. The notes to be played by the left hand are C-A-D-E. Oh, Kate. Oh my god. That's the reason why this all happened. Young Kate Blackinton killed his father and then his mother covered up the death. Trevor was sent away to boarding school for protection. Kate was kept on the state grounds by his mother so she could watch over him. That does explain the unusual dynamics of the Blackinton family. Since I was a boy in this town, I've been tormented by the aura of the Blackinton curse slash. I realized that I was unable to control the greed and cruelty in my nature. Cade was the one who was fixated on Blackinton family curse. When he wrote that fake confession to implicate Ryan Valentine, he was truly writing about himself. Well done, Detective Guy, and Cleo too. I was right all along though, pretty much. I had the suspect and the weapon, even if my mythology was, all wrong. As a special treat, Kale was given some special dog bone protein to eat. I hope that's not a dinosaur fossil. It's a shame though, can this really be the end of Illustrious Blackinton family line in spite of all their money and property? In the unfortunate event of multiple ultimately immediate family deaths, then the estate passes on to any remaining distant Blackinton relatives. The will says that the fortune is left to any remaining Blackinton relatives. But are there more remaining Blackittons to be found? Yup. Who? I'm a Blackinton. It's true, when I introduced myself to you and your dog earlier, I told you my name is Casey Blunt. My name is an anagram. When you rearrange the letters I'm in Casey Blunt, you get Blackinton. My parents kept my identity a secret because of our family's dark past, but now thanks to you I'm safe. Now, the four of us just have one last request for you and your dog. What's that? Can Cleo play a game of hide and seek with us? Please? 1, 2, 3. That's the end of the adventure this time. Thanks for supporting the game. If you enjoyed, please leave a review or check out the other games in the series. The end. And there we go, that's the end of Murray's Game Over the Blackinton Curse. Like, again, if you play the other ones, you're gonna enjoy this one, because at the same time trying to figure it out, who killed, and trying to find all the bags, all the clues. Unfortunately, I didn't expect it was Cade. I thought it was like, or the priest, or the nurse. But it was Cade, like, I didn't saw that from, from all the stuff. Because I knew he was sleepy because of that, but that was at the time of the mother. But I didn't expect him to kill. That's why I never made that breach of him killing. So I didn't knew that. I thought it was the priest or the nurse. But yeah, like still, it's like always pretty cool the game to play. It's always fun, to the mystery about the murder, to try to figure it out for yourself, of course. Finding the doggy bags, all of that. It's always pretty cool. So if you never played, the other ones, you can play on Steam. It's available on Steam and of course on GOG too. This one on Steam only comes out on February. I don't know why it came out first on GOG. I don't think the others come first on GOG too. I'm 100% sure, but this one, I saw it, that it was on GOG, and I was like, how is that possible? Because I thought it will come first on Steam and then will come on GOG, but for some reason it came out first on GOG. Only if it comes first, all of the others came first on GOG, not on Steam, but I don't know for sure. But yeah, but if you want to play the game on Steam, you have to wait until February. It doesn't have a date, it only says February, but probably could be in the beginning or middle, because Steam Next Fest is going to be in the end of February, so they need to release the game on beginning of February or middle. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoy the playthrough, and see you guys next time.